Or for your mark about the no TV, so yes, so like and I'll be commenting. No, maybe I don't know, so am I na Obuase East na ebetene green because nsema information yete sisi ya chese Abuaje someone Abuaje of the NDC etime I carry that seat what Obuase East NGSM NDC papa after we Supreme Court by Niama Ekoso no say Niama Sciences Emma NDC because first na MPP na fa regulation but they say ne there akode NDC phone say na mo enkuti sa ansem we mu nchechemo emra
appointed by Madam Jane Mensah pursuant to Regulation 2, performing his duties under Regulation 3, says that after everything, the NDC candidate, Ellie Claim, had obtained 51,000, so and so. Then the NPP candidate has obtained these numbers, right, and had made that declaration. The law is that if you are dissatisfied with that declaration, issue a petition and challenge it. And that position was advanced by the Electoral Commission to us when we questioned them in respect of Techiman South. You remember in 2020, when the Honorable Haruna Idrisu led the team to go and do that. In the specific case of Dome Kwabenya, you are now saying the possibility of a rerun. And what is the argument? The argument is that the presiding officer for Abokobi Women Development, they call it AWA, it's a very popular place, a stronghold of the
Women Development Bank.
No, Abokobi Women Development Bank. No. So what's the issue? The presiding officer, we are told, did the tabulations on the training pink sheet. But that training pink sheet was duly signed by the MPP polling agents together with together with the NDC polling agent.
They didn't notice?
Granted, for whatever is worth. Yes. Assuming that they didn't even notice it, what you do is that with the signatures of the two, you only transpose it onto the proper pink sheets. Nothing more, nothing
for them
else.
To sign again.
To sign. You don't call for a rerun. Now, this is the mischief. A mischievous Electoral Commission official can decide that, okay, I've seen you have won 15 polling stations, and with those 15, you become the member of parliament. So can deliberately engineer some mistakes. And now, on the basis of that, ask that go for rerun. There's an inherent mischief that we need to cure. So in this case, what you need to find out, MPP polling agent for my senior Michael Quay, is this your signature? Yes. NDC agent for Madam Ellie Claim Akurugu, is this your signature?
You mean it is that simple?
Simple. You only transpose it onto
because they signed it.
Because they have signed
with
it.
the intention that it was the right document.
No, listen. The 2020 election petition judgment. Oh, hold on. The 2020 election petition judgment. The Supreme Court said the polling agents of John Mahama, having appended their signatures, you will not be held to complain. In this specific case, the rule is that even where a polling agent is not satisfied, he has to indicate the reason. This one, it was signed. If it is signed, it means that he agrees. So if you look at the pink sheet, it floats. We, the undersigned, declares the things on it to be what? True and proper. So if the numbers are, and look, the NDC candidate, Madam Ellie Claim, in that particular polling station, won overwhelmingly by about 100 vote difference. So that they have manifest injustice if you call for a rerun. Two, you cannot. Two, the other thing too is that, listen, the Electoral Commission have done grave injustice to the NDC candidate for Obuase East, Samuel Abuaje. Why am I saying this? The Electoral Commission returning officer for Obuase is Frederick Mensah. On the 8th of December at 5:30 a.m., declared the NDC candidate as the winner.
There was a declaration.
A declaration. In fact, listen, the MPP MP,
carried live by the media.
Yes, the MPP MP for Obuase East, the current MP, signed for himself as his own agent on the declaration
that he lost.
That he lost. Then Samuel Abuaje signed for himself that he had won. Then Madam J. Mensah now called the same Frederick Mensah to come to Accra, and now Fred says, I was under duress. Even when the MPP MP was there, policemen were there. I mean, if you allow J. Mensah to proceed with this, it is recipe for chaos. No. Now, you see, I'll tell you something.
And from here, you have a minute and a half.
The MPP filed 6 mandamus applications by my learned senior, Gary Nimaku. Of the 6 mandamus application praying for recollation or collation, Obuase East was not among. But guess what? Immediately the court gave the order, the EC smuggled Obuase East and did the recollation and now declared the MPP candidate as the winner. There was no court order to recollate or do anything in respect of Obuase East. No, the reason why
I've just said everything has been questioned.
No, because there was no order in relation to Obuase East. The point I want to make is that if you have an electoral commission that is whimsical in its approach, it portends danger for our democracy. And the manner in which the Electoral Commission is proceeding, particularly Obuase East, Domeko Abenya, are very dangerous. And that is why, look, this thing, it can flip tomorrow. When we're talking, hold on, when we're talking about Techiman South, you people were telling us, there is a declaration, go to court. You remember, go to court. We went to court, Techiman High Court. After 3 years of legal battle, they just said, the collation that we had challenged in 2020 was proper. And we left it. You guys didn't know that today we'll find ourselves in this situation. What principle are we actually building our democracy on?
A considerable question that needs to be asked is, it looks like at this table, there is a certain aggregation of opinion that says that the Electoral Commission plays an act, as in, hear and see no evil. Now, we also know that they work with delegated authority given to its assigns, some permanent, some non-permanent, but having the experience and the training. And so if they flout key regulations and then procedures in administering the process of the election, clearly it has to be the fault of the Electoral Commission.
Without saying, yeah, as in, you see, so what I said earlier presupposes that the EC is seriously at fault. But I want to take it
step by step,
even from a different level.
Yes, sir.
You see, as in, can we have an argument that for the first, as in 7 days before swearing in Parliament, we have all this confusion, that there have been loss of properties, there have been chaos. Like I said myself, I happened
you witnessed one
in Sawum Adoje. So the EC, as in the issue of whether or not the EC is at fault, I think it's, for me, it's settled. The EC is seriously at fault. And I agree with my brother here when he said, in fact, they are deliberately being incompetent. And it adds fuel to already the perception that they were deliberately placed there for a certain agenda. And that's why I'm saying that, yeah, as in, Roland, you yourself, did you not raise issues? And have you not heard that people had a perception that certain members appointed onto the AC belong to a political party? You see,
it has always been the argument. NDC will bring this is when you do the appeal. That's not. It doesn't bring the argument to No, but it has always been so. We also we are on record to have said the NDC man was on the Electoral Commission computer. I mean IT whatever.
Please,
we are on record to have done that. So all these things.
Come out. person.
But Kamaldeen is just telling Ghanaians that listen to us. We lack integrity. No, he said that we lack integrity. That's what he's saying. Listen, Kamaldeen is saying that in time past, we accused. I'm coming. Kamaldeen is saying that in time past, we accused. Kamaldeen, I don't do my argument this way. You see, I can be disruptive. I don't do my arguments that way.
Okay.
Yeah, you understand? Because I disagree vehemently with everything he said. I kept quiet and listened to him. You understand? You see, it is sad